Your results aren't determined by the hardest gym session, but it's what you think and what you do outside of the gym that gets you the real change. So first I want to talk about why mindset is the foundation of this. So perfectionism or this unrealistic plan or goal in people's heads derails their progress completely. You know, people think of like hitting the gym as just a goal, like, okay, I want to get more in shape, I want to lose weight, but they don't really define it. And if you can't define it, then your mind isn't really going to be able to fully understand how to get there. So how do you change that, right? And it's through consistency, and it's through understanding how you actually achieve the fitness goal that you're trying to do. So, you know, the gym routine, it obviously matters to some extent. It matters that you're doing the right muscle groups. It matters that you're doing, you know, the right volume, things like that. But you don't have to do all these fancy workouts that people are trying to send to you. You can literally just ChatGPT something and it'll figure it out. But it's all of the consistency, right? So it's obviously turning up to the gym. It's increasing the intensity. And it's also the diet part of it, right? Like, are you tracking your calories? Do you know how much protein you're supposed to eat? Things like that. And you have to make sure that based on your goal, if your goal is like to get abs in 6 months or something, then you need to understand what you need to do to actually achieve that. So it's going to be, you know, if you're coming from a higher weight and you're going down and you're trying to get abs, then obviously it's going to be completely just eating fully lean, hitting protein goals, hitting a calorie deficit, like simple as that. But these things are known by people, but they're not done consistently. You have to make sure every single day you're doing the calories, you're doing the protein, you're doing the workout. You just have to make sure you're doing it. And if you do it, then you'll see the result. But you have to not really focus on the end result. You have to focus on every day and every week what you're trying to achieve. So let's be honest with food. You know, everyone knows that progress in the gym is 70+% of diet, right? People know this, but they think they're actioning it, but they're not. You know, with the consistency thing that I said earlier, you have to make sure that you understand what you're eating. You understand what the goal is behind your eating. You understand what you're tracking. If you want to make fast progress, this is right. Like maybe if you kind of do this consistently, then you'll make progress. But if you want to make it fast, you have to make sure you understand exactly what you're doing. And these things aren't complicated. Like with the food thing, it's kind of easy to figure out what you need. It's just keeping it consistent. But you have to be eating like the person who's already achieved the result, right? And this might sound weird, but you have to eat like the person in 6 months would eat and take the actions that the person in 6 months would take. So you have to understand what it takes to be that person. So the person who, you know, is 6 months with abs is not going to be eating McDonald's, is not going to be eating these things, right? So you have to, every decision you make in the day, you have to be like, okay, you know, would this person that I'm going to be in 6 months do this? And then just base your decision making off that. And with a plan plus that mindset thinking, you'll achieve your goal 100%. So yeah, success is streaks, you know, be consistent, track your calories, celebrate your progress every week, weigh yourself every day, focus on the daily and the weekly progress and the result of your actions that you're performing every day, rather than thinking I'm so far away from getting abs. Just think I'm so much further this week than I was last week. So first of all, just as a takeaway, pick one small actionable thing, right? So if it's to do with fitness, start doing 10,000 steps a day. Maybe do 5,000 at the start for the first week, then build up to 10,000. Just start doing that every single day if your goal is fat loss. Just pick one thing and you'll soon see that how easy it becomes, something that seems so difficult. Like I used to do 10,000 steps, I still do. I'm not 100% consistent with it, which I should be. But I was doing this and it seemed so hard. I was like, I can't walk for an hour every day, surely not. But then eventually I was like, damn, I'm just automatic. This is what I do. This is who I am, you know, and you can break out of it, but once you're in it and it's easy. So your results don't come from this perfect fancy gym routine. It's being resilient, it's being consistent and making sure that you understand all of the actions you need to take every day to achieve the result. But if you need any help mapping out a plan for fitness, then I can help you with that. I have a website, pillars.life, so check that out if you need any help with basically achieving a 90-day goal through mindset and through planning everything out, just like I was saying in this video, but really going through it with you and figuring it out together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.